Join me as I dive into the deep questions of life and death through a Stoic lens, and see if I can come up with some meaningful reflections for 2024. Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy that has been gaining popularity in recent years, and for good reason. It offers a unique perspective on life and death that can help us navigate the complexities of modern living. We live in a world where the concept of mortality is often obscured, romanticized, or even completely avoided. People are more focused on living longer, healthier lives, which is great, but it also means that we're not really confronting the reality of death. We're not really thinking about what it means to be mortal, and how that should shape the way we live our lives. Fear of death is a natural human instinct, but it's taken on a whole new level of significance in today's society. We're constantly bombarded with news, social media, and the pressure to achieve more, be more, and live more. It's no wonder that anxiety and depression are on the rise. We're constantly reminded of our own mortality, and it's terrifying. But what if we could flip that fear on its head? What if, instead of letting it control us, we could use it as a catalyst for living a more intentional, meaningful life? That's exactly what the Stoics propose. They believe that by accepting our own mortality, we can begin to prioritize what truly matters, and let go of the things that don't. One of the key principles of Stoicism is the idea of memento mori, remembering that you will die. It's not a morbid concept, but rather a reminder to live in the present, to cherish every moment, and to strive for virtue. The Stoics believe that a life well lived is one that is lived in accordance with reason, and that virtue is the highest human good. Living a virtuous life means cultivating qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. It means being mindful of our thoughts, emotions, and actions, and taking responsibility for our own lives. It means recognizing that we're all part of a larger whole, and that our choices have consequences. The Stoics also believed in the idea of amor fati, loving one's fate. It's the idea that everything that happens to us, including our own death, is part of the natural order of things. It's not something to be feared or resisted, but rather accepted and even embraced. This doesn't mean that we should be fatalistic, but rather that we should strive to find meaning and purpose in every circumstance. So, what's the main insight that Stoicism offers when it comes to life and death? It's the idea that our perception of reality shapes our experience of it. If we can shift our perspective, if we can learn to see death as a natural part of life, rather than something to be feared, we can begin to live more authentic, more meaningful lives. When we're no longer controlled by the fear of death, we're free to pursue our passions, to form deeper connections with others, and to find purpose in the present moment. We can let go of the need for external validation, and focus on living a life that is true to who we are. In summary, the Stoics offer us a profound understanding of life and death. They remind us that our time is limited, and that we should strive to live virtuously, cultivate inner strength, and find meaning in the present moment. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on Stoicism in the comments below. If you're interested in exploring more ideas on mental resilience, be sure to check out my previous video on the topic.